Hey guys, it's Lord here, back in with another action figure review. Today we'll be taking a look at the DC Multiverse Red Platinum. Oh, jeez, kinda, sorta. Because, well, not for nothing, Mr. Brian just kinda, sorta stumbled across this guy at the Walmart closest to my house. So I guess it's not so urgent, but I understand the struggle. Believe me, I still want Blue Azrael. I'm not going to pay $50 to $100 for it, though. That said, we're going to be taking a look at The Guardian, brought to us by the fine folks over at McFarlane Toys, who will remain fine folks because despite the fact that this guy's got not a lot going on, I mean, really, he's fine. He gets the job done, and he's a character that I have some attachment to, but we'll talk about that during size comparison. So why don't we cut right to the chase and get into the meat and taters of this review and take a look-see at all the Guardian has to offer in terms of accessories, starting off with the collectible trading card, which I think that might be the back. I don't know. It's all bright, man. I can't freaking tell. Alright, I think that's how it's supposed to go. Either way. The only accessory you get that's worth a crap, though, is his shield. Which I guess is kind of small for him, but, I don't know, I think it's good enough. So taking a closer look at him. He does come on the hockey puck display stand we're used to seeing with all McFarlane Toys releases. I don't talk about it much, but it does have a new DC logo on it. But, yeah, this is one from the Mattel days. Mattel did make a Guardian. I think it was in Wave... I want to say it was in a chemo wave, but don't quote me on that. But he looks fine. You know, he's on that Green Lantern sweater texture buck. So he's got all the textures you could possibly want. He's got the gloves, he's got the boots, he's got underoos. He's got his cool helmet. Kind of looks like that dinosaur that bashes things. But as far as articulation goes, his head will rotate side to side. Look up and down. Tilt a little bit. Shoulders go out, back down. He has that beautiful butterfly cap thing going on. He does have a bicep swivel. Double elbow, that works fine. He's got a ball hinge wrist that will rotate, hinge, and swivel. Torso doesn't give you much of crap. It's kind of stuck. At least not mine. Yeah, it will rotate a little bit. It will lean back and forth a little bit, but it's pretty solid there. At least for me, and I'm gonna keep it that way because it's not loose. His waist, however, does move a little better than that, so I can futz with that a little bit. Hips, not the tightest moving back and forth, I will say. It could be a little better, but they're fine. He can kick out, back down. He does have a thigh cut, a little bit. Double knee. Kind of atrocious, the way they cut that, but you guys know how I feel about some McFarlane joints by now, I would hope. He does have a ball hinge ankle that will rotate, hinge, and pivot. And then he does have a toe joint that is not terrible on either side. So that's the Guardian. He's not like anything crazy, but for certain people, he is a character we have wanted. He's not one that I was like, oh, I want him before like, Jack Kirby Etrigan or, Ares or something like that. But he is a cool character nonetheless. However, I might need to do a little filing to the edge of that shield there. It's got it's a little chewed up. I think I could probably fix that though. Or, I'll just leave it alone and forget about it. Time will tell. But standing him up with his shield, he looks good. I mean, he gets the job done. He's a basic character. Shouldn't expect a whole lot from this guy. And not for nothing, he is like, what, a C to D list character tops. It's not like everyone's like, oh, Guardian, he should be on like every team ever. No, I don't think that's a thing. So, with that being said, it's time now that we move right along. Take a look at some size comparisons. First up, here is good old Guardian alongside the aforementioned Superman, which is where most of you guys out there probably know him from. But if you're like me, you know him from Young Justice. And that's why I have the Dark Archer here, because he is the same base body as Arsenal, without me having to bust out a chair to get my Arsenal figure out. In Young Justice, Guardian, Arsenal, and Red Arrow were, I think, all clones of Speedy, who died on a mission with Green Arrow. I can't remember it 100%, but I'm pretty sure it's something crazy and convoluted like that. Either way, there's 3 of, like, the same dude with the same voice and the same, like, physique and look and everything running around in the Young Justice universe. So take that for what you will. Hopefully we get a Red Arrow and a Speedy before this line is over, because not for nothing, McFarlane's got this license for another year, folks. It's not mid-2026, it's the end of 2026 that he loses the license. So fingers crossed we get some of them, and, you know, a gosh darn Black Canary to go with some of these Green Arrow characters we have. But getting these 2 out of the way, so we can bring in our 2 regulars, the Mythic Legion's Brother Mandibilith, right here, and the infamous 11 Spawn, who probably about, he's a little taller, but not enough to be towering. So with that being said, it's time now that we wrap things up with some final thoughts. Overall, and for what it's worth, I think the fine folks over at McFarlane Toys did a fine job with good old Guardian here. I mean, he's not exactly an A-list character, but for, what, probably a C to D-list character, I think there's enough here to warrant picking this up if it's something that you're looking for. Me personally, I got it because he was in the Young Justice cartoon. That's my attachment to the character. I know a lot of people know him from Superman and Cadmus and that whole thing, which he was associated with in Young Justice, but I don't think it was quite to the extent as it was during his comic book appearances. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this review. Until next time, I'll catch you guys later.